scratched my rollie.
Yeah, dude, come on. Ah. Fuck it.
I did.
Get another one.
Scratched my rollie.
Who did?
Me to know.
Let me handle business with this punk first.
You got him.
What's up, bro? Guess here we go. Huh?
Wow, he's a California guy, huh?
You see this right there? That's after getting out of the fucking car.
Don't step in the rain. Don't step in the rain.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? Oh, he got me. But see this? See this right here?
That's
see that
good.
right there?
See that?
There it is right there. And then I base out like that. I keep my
Look,
hands
I got
here.
his car.
I know, but look at how I'm here. Look at how I'm here. Look at how I'm here.
Let's go.
Jesus, you look thick as shit.
Let's go lift.
What are you wearing? What are you weighing right now?
What am I? 193.
You're like fucking Samson. Dude, look at Sean. How are you? How are you 135, dude?
156.
Jesus Christ, dude!
You're fucking.
You see, because I had.
You're dad.
Yeah, no.
How's that feel?
I don't know. I've got.
You over it?
Yeah.
You're like a new dad, though.
Yeah, I'm young. I'm young. I have tight fitting skin.
Like, does it reset everything?
You know what happens, dude? This thing is still working. Yeah. You guys training? You got the fucking back tattoos? Dude, you're a fucking machine. I can't even move you.
Come on, man. We're gonna, let's go pump. Just
Look at my posture right now.
a couple reps and then we'll
I
start.
have amazing
We like
posture.
to hit a couple reps.
If one more person tells me I have amazing posture, I'm gonna freak out. Oh, fucking weights! Is that right?
5,000.
Sugar Sean.
Jax. Come here,
What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
last night.
What's going on? Did you see it?
Yeah, it was good.
Really? Which one did you go to?
9:45.
That was a long show, huh? I still brought it though. Huh?
We know you don't.
Grind.
I already
know.
did it.
You're the best looking man I've ever seen in person. I said it out loud. I don't give a fuck.
Are we
anymore.
live?
I hope
Can
we're
we
live.
cut that? I don't like that.
I'm just telling you what I see.
I don't like that.
I can't be honest now.
I don't like that.
Great.
He gets jealous.
Wear more layers on your fucking
gets-
head, Sean.
Yeah.
I'm really good at burns.
He
I'm
gets
super
fucking
good at
jealous.
Whatever.
Burns. You're
Okay,
getting good
yeah.
downloads on your fucking podcast.
We have been, yeah. Thanks to you ever since you came on.
The kid's doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? And I like this bond between you guys. Twix.
Are we
you
live?
guys.
All right. Carry on.
I just like the bond. I like the bond, Twix, you guys. You're thick. You're gorilla thick lately.
Mm-hmm.
You got a
He's
big
got
old
a
blocky
Well, he's
head.
got something coming up. Competition.
Are you training?
So he's like in shape and shit.
Yeah, ADCC Trials. There's as of yesterday, there was 205 people in my bracket alone.
Wait a minute. Is this strictly grappling?
Yeah.
Okay. No fucking punching like the killer.
No.
Jiu-jitsu.
Good. We don't need to
No,
get
no,
our
no,
head
no,
all
no.
fucked up. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna be gorilla gripping guys.
Mm-hmm.
And this is submission fighting. This is
Yeah.
shoot fighting.
ADCC, it's like the Olympics of grappling. It really is. And these are the
that true?
trials. These are to
Get to the
get into the
Olympics.
big ones.
Your decision.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it important one?
Every 2 years they have the ADCC, and it's the best grapplers in the world.
So it's grappling. It's not. It's everything. It's you got.
It's grappling, and it mainly is a good rule set for people who can wrestle because
They don't just pull guard and sit on their butt.
yeah, they'll give you negative points for pulling guard, which is
really.
nice.
So you're a grappler.
Yeah.
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 And you're gonna wrestle at what weight? Grapple at what
88
weight?
kilograms, so 193 pounds.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, that's
Now
scary.
you're not
people.
sucking weight for this then. You're walking in at your regular weight.
I'm about 97. But the nice thing about this tournament is like in normal jiu-jitsu tournaments,
Hold on.
you compete, you got
I
to go.
just got fucking admitted into the tournament.
193.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a buck 15 division.
Huh?
I don't think they have a buck 15
You
division.
son of a bitch.
I'm just
I'll
joking.
turn
I'm
this
just
fucking
joking.
table over,
I'm
dude.
just joking.
Speaking of tables, you like this? We just got it. Second episode with it. Well, third.
I need a sturdy table, dude. I need fucking heavy. I like heavy shit.
hookers. Oh,
Yeah, no, dude.
heavy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm a dad, bro.
I am too.
So turned on
Yeah.
right now.
Me too.
How much you weigh?
I'm,
honest.
I'm
160.
171 pounds.
170
I'm
and
170 American pounds. That's what I am.
No, you're not.
I'm 171. Get a scale
And if
right
you're
now.
not.
Huh? I can't. I got to drive. I'll become too high. I'm an idiot with that stuff.
Yeah.
You're welterweight.
I'd rather fucking shoot up
Welterweight.
and do
So
a
you versus
bunch of
Camaro.
two. What?
You versus Camaro.
Yeah,
Kamaru.
I would give Camaro some. He'd be his hands would be full. Let's just put it.
I
that way.
could see that.
I keep his hands.
I could see that.
Did
going
you
the
see
distance.
they're actually going to try to make that happen, Camaro and Canelo?
I just don't
Oh
know.
boy.
The thing is when Floyd and Conor did it, they were both massive stars.
Yeah.
And I heard it still didn't do as good as it was claimed to from Uncle Chael. And anything Uncle Chael says
It's true.
is true.
It's true.
Canelo is as big of a star as Floyd, maybe? Yes? No?
I would say yes.
Yes. Kamaru as
certainly
big of a
some
star
ways.
as Conor? I'd say no. Probably not.
No.
So I don't think that fight happens. And if it does, I'm watching.
Dude, look what happens, though. Even Canelo fought maybe it was Caleb Plant. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah.
Look at how fucking packed.
Yeah.
It was a stadium.
Canelo's a fucking
stadium was
superstar.
packed.
But you know how good Caleb Plant is as a boxer? He's not good. He's fucking great.
Yeah.
And Canelo still beat him.
Yeah.
He beats everybody.
Did you? God,
Fucking
yeah.
beats everybody. And big dudes. I just think that you've got Kamaru Usman who wants to fight at that mid distance with maybe the best that's ever done it at that weight class. I mean, that's not I don't understand what I'm watching. He's not going to beat Canelo.
But would you watch? That's the only
I
question
would
that people care
100%
about.
watch because I'm fascinated with how different a sport boxing is than MMA.
The only person that could go to boxing and be successful is
In MMA, I think Petr Yan, who is already a pro boxer.
I'll knock Peter out, bud.
No, I'm not saying.
I'm
not-
offended.
I knew that would get you. I like to.
I'm
I like
offended!
I like to fucking just get right there. I got you there while you weren't looking. Conor McGregor, I think probably from a boxing point of view, has the best hands
Chill.
that I've seen. Who?
Boxing wise, though, he did really fucking good for 12 rounds. The pace he changed up. I
Who's
mean,
this,
Conor.
I
Conor.
don't know. I think that with Floyd, if Floyd had fought the way, remember he fought with his hands up and just stood there in front of him. If Floyd had wanted to, he could have been so elusive. I think it would have been a very sort of. He made Manny Pacquiao miss.
But
So-
if he starts
think that
being
was an
so
exhibition.
elusive,
That's when he gets caught.
I feel like if he could have, he would have
Put him
to
out.
Conor and Logan.
Logan.
Well, he did
probably,
knock
'cause
out
Logan's
Conor.
so big, but Conor. I know some things about that fight.
Whoa.
Wasn't he taken out in the 10th round?
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder if that was on purpose.
Well,
I wonder if he mentioned that to somebody.
are you saying he
Not
bet?
me, guys. I'm just saying.
Did Floyd call
Got
you,
my
bud?
ear to the fucking ground.
Did Floyd call you, bud? Hey, Brad.
Hey, I'm friends with stars like you.
Who?
You're becoming
stars.
quite. Yeah, by the way, I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you.
Kids out there.
Did you get it? Where'd you watch his last one at? Where were we at?
Well, I was at home, but I get so nervous watching you. I can't watch. But I watch, of course. But I don't like liking fighters because I get too fucking nervous. I take it personally. I'm rooting for both you fucking guys. And I love the bond. You guys have this very special thing. And what I think is very interesting about you is that it's exciting. Again, I'm very careful about compliments because I don't want you to
I'll
hear
take
them.
it the wrong way, bud.
I don't want you to hear them. I just want you to be Sean. But
I wear two
I like
watches.
the bond, and I like that you train out here, and I like that it's not a lot of fanfare, and somehow you guys are still figuring it out. It's a world sport. You're competing against everybody in the fucking world,
Yeah.
and you're doing that well.
Thank you, brother.
If I had a son who wanted to be in MMA, I'd be like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Who do you think you're going to be? Sugar Sean? Nobody is that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then Dad.
Like, what do you mean training out here? Just being in Peoria?
I feel like if I was an MMA fighter, I would want to be in a huge gym with all different kinds of fighters, with all the facilities, like an American Top Team.
We have that not too far. MMA lab right down the road.
You do.
Yeah.
But
The thing is, you go to one of those big gyms like that, the coaches have to coach 70 plus
There you go.
guys. So the coach will look at you and say, you're a little heavy on that foot. And then he won't say anything the rest of the week, maybe. Like, they don't
didn't
get a
know that.
lot of attention.
So you, how much pressure do you feel when you guys are as his coach?
I feel a lot of pressure,
Yeah.
for sure, because he trusts in me and stuff. But I know how.
But do you feel the pressure to continue to come up with different game plans, or what is it?
Yeah. Well, as of right now, not a ton. Still, we got to grow the skills. But as of right now, everything's working. So I don't want to change too much.
Well, they can't figure him out.
Yeah. And it's going to be hard to fucking figure him out because he doesn't do.
Because he long.
Yeah, yeah.
Schlong.
He long.
Schlong,
He a phantom.
And that's why just right now, though, we just got to keep. He's not even close to the level he could be on the ground or against the fence, or in those areas or getting up. He could be at a really fucking high level on the ground to where he takes people down and they're fucked because he took them down.
I felt it.
He could get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, we have such good people and good mentors around us too. That
Wait. When you say on the ground, because it seems that I would, and I'm going to make a statement. In MMA, you want, you don't want to be on your back. Even if you're the best in the world on your back.
Ideally correct.
Ideally, you want to be in a Dagestani position on top and just raining elbows. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like that kind of, the Russians have figured out that kind of sort of the ability to control your head and hips and keep you on the ground where somehow you're fucking, the minute one of those guys closes their hands, you're in trouble. And the minute, they get you on the ground and they pin your hips or they got your hips up in the air, you're getting fucked. So it's really interesting how they've neutralized all kinds of defensive jiu-jitsu, with all due respect to jiu-jitsu, right?
Oh, for sure.
Right? That's
For
that's
sure.
an issue.
But they're good at jiu-jitsu too.
That's the other problem.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, for real.
The other problem. So
Yeah.
what is the game plan with those kind of guys? You stay the fuck off your back? What is it?
Of course, you don't let them get close enough to grab you, but if they do grab you, you got to be making the right decisions and not just guessing.
It's
And we
so
have a
hard.
lot of Division 1 wrestlers here that we train with,
Yeah.
that have wrestled their whole entire life. So we're training with, good fucking grapplers.
Of course. But isn't there the liability that you're dealing with international wrestlers who are working a lot of Greco, these fucking Sambo trips, this weird shit that they're doing. And if you're doing folk wrestling or even freestyle, I feel like it's a different, like if you watch Gaethje, who I think was a Division 1 wrestler, it was just such a, like Khabib comes in there with it. Khabib was a bad example, but it's just a different language. It's like I've been speaking French and this guy comes in speaking Chinese. I don't even know what the fuck he's doing. He's got these underhooks on me, or he's doing these 2-on-1. It's all these different ties. It's a Russian language, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So what
Dude, that's when the time comes, we're gonna find out. I guess,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
sweet
I'm
with
saying?
Peter too, though. He's a sick boxer.
that's the problem.
That motherfucker, top to bottom, though, is so
He's one of the
goddamn
best
solid.
pound for pound.
Yeah, but don't worry yet. Listen, you're great. Don't worry. I mean, okay, we don't take these.
I will
extreme
knock
examples.
Peter out. I'm not saying like you know.
I know you will. I'm just saying I don't like using extreme examples like Petr Yan, who, he's so everything he's doing is so subtle. It's those little things like with Aljamain Sterling where he was splitting hands and he would. I had a boxer explain to me what he was doing. He was stepping. He would step like a tiny step back, and then he would fake, and Aljamain would come into his right hand. So he would bring him into his right hand. Those little like bap, jab. He's splitting my hands back, and then and then Aljamain, boom, and hit him like that. I couldn't see. I was like, how the fuck is he getting his? How the fuck is he splitting those hands like that? And that's that micro adjustments
Micro
that he
penis.
learned in a Russian fucking gym where everything is like math. It's math with all these coaches.
Oh,
So.
100%.
And then he can stand. How the fuck does he just stand? Here, you hit me here. I'm gonna stand right here.
He's so his defense is good too.
And he's got those Dagestani hips.
Yeah, but he's also 5'3".
No,
Yeah.
he's 5'7". But I like that you gave him. I love.
Is he really?
Dude.
He's not 5'7".
No, hold on. He's using psychological warfare right now.
No.
You just brought him down 4 inches, dude.
Dude, I don't think it was 4. It might have been
How
2.
tall
Fuck.
is
Don't even ask. He's 5'3". I didn't even know. It's gonna say 5'7". You know that's a fucking lie.
It
'cause-
says 5'8", and there's no fucking
What
way
the
he's
fuck?
5'8".
5'8".
dude.
Get the-
That's
is
4
that
inches
Google?
taller than Brian.
That's it.
Sorry.
Sorry, Sensei.
I was
No, Peter's a beast,
Dude,
but
I
he is
got a lot
not
of-
very big.
My height is all on my torso. I have very short legs, but I have a fucking big heart.
Yeah, that's what that's what
all it
matters.
fucking
I got a
Oh.
lion heart, dude.
Well, the plan was to get on UFC Phoenix here in about 8 weeks away,
Yeah.
but it's not looking like anyone's going to be available.
Well,
Really?
it's just looking like July, probably.
I think I've said this to you before, and I think other people have said it. They're bringing you up the right way.
Yeah.
So what's that supposed to mean?
I think Sugar's
you think I suck?
he's so important for the sport. He's so fucking exciting to watch. He's so colorful. And the UFC's like, oh, look, we have like a star in the making or a star. And just charisma. You can't teach that. And his style, who the fuck?
Swag.
His style's impossible. And then it's just so much fun to watch fights. So the UFC's like, okay, let's just, hey, He's young. Let's just take our time.
Mm-hmm.
How about fighting twice a year? Do you want to fight more than that? You guys?
Last year I fought 3 times. This year,
Is that ideal or?
depends. I mean, if you're, I don't know, the higher up you get, the less people you can fight. You know what I mean? So it's twice a year seems ideal right now. July, December.
That's good, right?
July. I mean, knock out Pedro. Say Rob Font beats Cheeto. Knock out Rob. Knock out Peter. Go Kanye. Peace.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm going Kanye.
What if it happens, Brian?
I'm going Kanye.
Look at you with your sunglasses on. You don't
Great.
give a fuck. You know what you are? You're a little rougher because you're in fight mode and you're about to go grapple. So you're fucking.
It's TMSing right now.
I am. You
He's
ever have too
TMS.
much sperm, and what do you do about it?
I had a JF twice
I
yesterday. Just feel
gift
normal.
it to Banks. I gift it to Banks.
Do you?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
snowbanks. Like
Yeah, because I'm a sexual Santa Claus. Here you go. Hey, who
Sexual
wants
Santa.
kids? Who wants perfectly symmetrical kids? Damn. That's what I do. And I say that when I come.
yeah, I like
Hey,
that.
San.
Symmetrical.
You know how guys, when they roundhouse those Muay Thai guys, hey. That's what I do. Hey.
I give out a good scream.
Yeah, what's that?
I give out a good scream when I bust.
Do you?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
in college,
Just like, oh, like a fucking good one.
Yes.
I usually too. I'm not ashamed.
I just scream.
In college, I went to actually donate sperm, but you had to donate twice a week, and each time you donated, you couldn't J off 48 hours before.
Or bust in general.
You get $2,000 a month, and if you fail it, the test a couple times, you have to pay them.
Is that true?
That was a contract that I got, and I was like, I don't know.
$2,000 a month.
Yeah, but no. So the only times you're coming are pretty much there.
Now, do you keep your diamond? Do you keep your semen when you're training? Do you not bust? That's an old.
That's a good question.
That's an old samurai.
One time,
Sorry, that's Japanese for samurai.
That's
But
okay.
that's an old samurai bushido trick where you keep your fucking.
Juice.
One
Yeah.
time, Danny and I had a chick over Friday night. So Saturday, I had 3 rounds. It was my most important sparring rounds
Yeah.
in camp. It was
Yeah.
3 in a row. We had a chick over.
A chick with a dick, but whatever.
No, she had a vagina. And she was
guys.
very cute. But I busted
Sorry.
once, twice,
Hit 'em.
3 times.
I'm such a.
And I went to sparring the next day to spar 3 rounds in a row with a fresh guy each round.
And
It was fucked. Not good.
He got hammered.
I didn't. It was not a good idea.
Yeah, that's.
3 loads.
There's a lot of energy that leaves your body, and also I think when you're in that situation with 2 gals, you say to yourself, "I'd rather be nowhere else."
Yeah, that was the case, champ.
Right, and
That was
it's
the
almost
case.
like you've arrived and you did everything for that reason.
And then I regretted
then-
it.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I
What
didn't.
what age for you did it start slowing down? Just the horniness for strength.
Please tell me it has.
You know, I'm not a good example. I mean, I think that I think what happens as you get older is maybe at you're a certain age that it's what's astonishing to me. I was just talking to my buddy Kevin about this. Is that you come off stage and you still get business, you still get attention, and there's always some girl who's way younger who's interested.
With a
But
skirt.
there's something inappropriate as you get older. You don't want to be that guy. Part of it's just not wanting to be that guy. I don't want to be the creepy dude who's got,
Fucks the fans.
Also, I got a girl. I got a baby. I don't want to fuck that up. I'm such a fuck up to begin with. So it's not.
I feel that.
If you're young and you got face tattoos and you're a fighter, it's like, dude, But if you're older and trying to set an example,
I know.
there's that. That might be.
What about just being your
keeps me.
true self? That's what I struggle
Being your
with.
true self is good, but actually it's a good question because part of it is also you start to really enjoy the ability to control your appetites in general. Like having total self-mastery, self-control has actually with it a great deal of there's more freedom in it actually. There's more fun in that in a weird way.
So Jordan Peterson talks about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I've experienced that, but then
You have because
I've
you
definitely
fight.
experienced I'm gonna say no to the fun chicks and stuff. I'm gonna
These are-
dial in
hold
on
on.
fight camp, but then
Dentures.
sometimes I let loose a
Dentures.
little bit, and then I get sucked into letting loose a little bit.
Yeah, well, I
And then the
think
spiral.
Here's the thing about your life. To be a fighter is very, very. It's all discipline. It's sucking weight. There's a great deal of self-restriction to begin with, and I think that I actually think at your age to be a savage in one way or another is not going to be that bad. You already know that having sex 3 times, busting 3 times is going to be a liability. You already know that. And there's something about making a mistake at the price of pain, immediate pain, that I think is the gift of fighting on a level that you do and trying to be the best in the world at something. So you're not somebody I worry about. You're not really a good example because part of whatever you do, everything you do, there's a method to it. I know you're very intelligent. You can say whatever the fuck you want, but I can see that you're always, it's one thing to be reckless, but you're reckless in a beautiful way. Oof. And you're reckless it's a controlled fall in a good direction. What I see a lot with young people is they're scattered without any direction. I don't think you guys are in the business where you're allowed to be anything other than that. Look at the responsibility you shoulder, just having to set an example and come up with new ideas and keep up with this the worry of this constantly evolving sport.
Yeah.
But in terms of the idea of self-control, I think what's really important is knowing that there is your worst side. There's the side you're ashamed of, the side that just you shouldn't be moving in the direction of, and then there's the hero's direction.
And is that based on your conditioning, your cultural conditioning, your stuff?
I think it's based on the idea first that you've got to know it's there. That's a huge part of it. You may never reach perfection, but it's very important to be able to visualize it. And the reach is way more important. So the first thing you have to do is conceptualize, actually take responsibility, and it's not easy. To ask yourself a good question. If I couldn't be refused, what would I actually ask for? If I couldn't be refused. And then you ask yourself, and then you say, well, what is it that I actually truly want? It's fucking scary to admit that. Because if you admit really what you want, then you have to take responsibility for going for it. And oh my God, it's devastating when you don't get it. But that's a way better way to live your life. Mm-hmm. And obviously, when you're going for a championship, you have to wear 2 watches.
Thank you.
But if you're trying to look at what he does to try to be a champion. It's a full-time fucking job because now you got to deal with media, you got to deal with everything.
And then money and chicks, and then
all of it.
Invited to every event, every fucking weekend, paid events too, and just happen to be
yeah,
fuck.
Yes, and train, by the way.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. And being young and being a savage.
And injuries.
And
injuries are motherfuckers.
Yeah.
The baby slowed it down a bit though.
Dude, I swear to God, I've said it before. Elena was a fucking blessing, dude. She keeps me grounded, keeps me fucking
out of jail.
I don't know if I could have done out of jail, potentially. I don't know if I could have kept the head I have at least on now without Elena. And Danny. I mean, Danny obviously, but without Elena, it's I could definitely convince myself. Oh, LA, there's a trip there.
Wait, Danny's
okay.
your girl's name?
Yeah,
that's my girl's name.
Give him skin.
Let's see.
And I have a baby.
Me too.
Sweet, I don't.
Boy or girl? Oh, fuck, man.
She doesn't.
Sack to my right.
She doesn't. She doesn't have a gender. I'm waiting until she's old enough to decide.
It's a they be.
Yeah.
It's a they be.
I'm waiting until it decides.
I get that. Does they have a cock or a coot?
They doesn't have a cock.
Okay, cool. But they may decide they want a cock.
If they want one when it's older.
Gonna help out.
Yeah.
Let's wait till she's 30 though, huh?
Yeah.
Till we fully develop. 18 is hilarious. I wasn't ready to make my own decisions until about 45.
But you're good to go on the student loans. You can sign those away. You can get as much as you need.
When you're 18,
the day you turn 18, you can sign.
You want 10,000 real quick? Yeah, you got to sign that. You owe me 37,000 back.
Yep. Now you don't have kids.
Did you know that browsing online using incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy? That's right. Without added security, you might as well give away all your private data to hackers, advertisers, your ISP, and other prying eyes. That's why I use IPVanish VPN to make it easy to stay truly private and secure on the internet. IPVanish helps you safely browse the internet by encrypting 100% of your data. This means that your private details, password, communications, browsing history, and more will be completely shielded from falling into the wrong hands. Even your physical location will be hidden. IPVanish makes you virtually invisible online. It's that simple. You can use IPVanish on unlimited devices without sacrificing on speed. Your computers, tablets, phones, even devices like your Fire Stick when you're streaming media. Whether I'm at home or in public, I don't go online anymore without using IPVanish. IPVanish is offering an incredible 70% off their yearly plan for our listeners with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's just like getting 9 months for free. IPVanish is super easy to use. All you have to do is tap one button and you're instantly protected. You won't even know it's on. Stop sharing with the world everything you stream, everything you search for, and everything you buy. Take your privacy back today with the brand rated at 4.6 out of 5 on Trustpilot. So go to IPVanish.com/sugar and use promotional code SUGAR and claim your 70% savings. That's IPVanish.com/sugar.
And thank you to our buddy, All Nations Tattoo, Marcelo Stefaniak. He's out here in Phoenix. He's done a bunch of our tattoos. Sean's chest tattoo, a bunch of my tattoos, my neck tattoo.
Your dick
he
tat.
did this fucking mural. Busted out this mural. Did the one for the RedHawk recap. Just done paintings at the gym. He's going to do some new ones here too. But if you get the opportunity to get tattooed by him, do it. Okay? All Nations Tattoos. That's it. Bye-bye. No, but we're planning on having
He shoots
kids soon.
duds,
Do you have a
bud.
lady?
For 11 years.
He shoots dud, bud.
Yeah. And you guys are trying now.
We're not really trying until this fall. She's a barrel racer, a professional barrel racer. So she
8 days a week.
loves that shit.
8 days a week.
That's her
What?
life.
That's so badass.
That's her life.
Really?
Yeah,
8
so
days.
She puts a horse twixt her legs and she just fucking rides.
rips, just rips.
Dude,
it.
that's a lot of technique, and that's a lot of it's a lot of inner thigh work.
yeah, it's scary.
I know it
she
is.
yeah she can ride.
Do you ride?
I get on every 8 months.
The only thing he
I'll get
rides
on-
is Mariah's face.
Is that right?
Yeah. He sits on her face. and
Rims? You like
Oh,
rims?
that fucking red little hole. That red little
He
shit.
twerks
Do you
on
like
her.
rims or no?
Huh?
A
Do I
good
like
rimmer?
rims? I'm not a big rim guy. I
Right.
knew a girl who used to be like, I can't wait to get to your bunny hole. And I was like, let's do it in the shower. I need to be super clean. And I'll eat salad for a week. I didn't know what to say.
I was up late last night trying to fucking hook up my new bidet.
Oh yeah, you gotta clean. You gotta keep your shitter.
It
I
makes
keep my
sense.
mud whistle so fucking clean, dude.
Yeah.
You could eat off my mud whistle.
Really?
Oh yeah. I keep them tight.
You got a bidet?
I don't have a bidet. I stick my ass right in the fucking sink. That's a personal question.
That is personal.
Now
That's
let
a
me
little
ask
fucked
you
up.
this. Ask me. I love answering certain questions. Ask me if I can ride a horse.
Can you ride a racehorse?
Can you ride a horse?
Sorry.
I'll break a horse, Sean.
Break out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like a baby?
Break a horse.
Like a grown full
Yeah.
horse.
Now ask me what I would do if Tim just came at me right now.
If Tim came at you right now, Brian, what would you do?
Meet him halfway.
I like that.
It's fucking sexy.
I like
shit,
that.
dude.
It's
Fucking sexy, bro.
It's too good.
Dude,
What have you been eating these days? God damn it!
Glad you
Don't
asked.
tell me carnivore diet.
no. Daddy believes in moderation, and he doesn't believe in that kind of shit. So I don't care about vegan, carnivore. Go fuck yourself.
Thank you.
With
Tell him.
all your extremism.
Yep.
For me, it's like I as you get older, you put on weight in your tum tum. You'll put on weight. You'll get, for me, I like to stay. I like looking like a junkyard dog, keeping the ribs on. I want you to see my back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to look like Sean O'Malley. Now you get older, and that becomes more and more hard.
You
But
look
I'll-
more like Tim.
Yeah, Daddy will spend. Yeah, well, no, you look good. You're gorilla strong. You just look like a problem in an elevator.
Thank you.
I don't look like any of
Rapist?
that. Well, he could impose his will on me, and but that's. I don't want to get into fantasies now.
No, I saw you scissor sweep Bradley Martin.
You saw that.
You
Dude.
turned his hips over.
Well, you know what
turned
I was
his hips
saying to
over.
Bradley was I didn't want to wrestle with him because we're on the ground and I'm an old man and I hadn't warmed up.
And he's
so
little.
he just kind of grabbed me and put me on the ground. But I was trying to explain that you're as big and strong as you are, you're going to get tired. And if you grapple with a guy like Dylan Dennis, who is a world champion jiu-jitsu guy, you're going to get caught in something. I don't care who you are because it's a language. And as big and strong as you are, you don't want to do that with a guy like that because he's going to take your ankle and rip it off your body.
Or be on
Or
your
whatever.
back. Or get on your back.
Or get on your back.
Bradley's
and
a
choke
cool
you
fucker,
unconscious.
though,
He's
huh?
a great guy. But if I can almost sweep you on a floor, and I'm not saying he just didn't. Again, it's like anything else.
He wants to grapple with Tim.
That's a
And I said, hey,
that's a bad idea.
10-minute
for
rounds.
He said only
We'll-
5.
We'll do 10-minute rounds.
No, that's a bad idea for Bradley. You'll see.
Yeah.
I think
he's-
Bradley takes him, TBH.
He's a crazy athlete. He's
LOL.
incredibly explosive, but I don't think he trains.
Yeah.
And it's just.
He trains. Trains biceps.
Yeah. I don't think people realize how tired you get when you grapple. For a guy like you who grapples and wrestle 3 minutes, see what happens to your body.
Yeah.
3 minutes. You stop breathing. And then what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to
You know.
arm drag. Oh, no. What's that? I got my shoulder. Uh-oh. Is that my leg sweeping in there? I'm a fucking red-headed python.
Whoa.
I'm Kaa in the Jungle Book. Only
Did
you
you see how
can't see my
big
eyes
his
'cause I'm
cock
behind
was
you.
in his pick?
Has he got a piece?
Well, did you look at the pick?
Where?
On IGZ.
No.
I'll pull it up real quick.
Don't look. Don't embarrass me now. I know.
Look
I
at
know
this.
the Lord
Like
bless
the guy
me
who's
with the beer
trying not
can.
to be gay. I can't breathe properly.
The guy trying not to be gay.
That's real juice.
You're such a dick. Look at him with his half-hard cowboy right there.
I know. He's like, Brian, come suck me off just enough to
that's
get me
right.
chubbed.
Look at that, the line of my head right there. That's the greatest picture of all time. I know what I'm getting as a tattoo on my back.
Damn. You should get a face tat.
I would. What would I get though?
Just like these, you can't go wrong with one of these little spots under your eye.
Yeah.
That's-
I know, but
A teardrop.
can't be my age with a fucking
Yeah, you can.
teardrop.
Well, I'm gonna
I'm
end up being
33 years old.
I know you're 33.
Yeah, but the things you've done to people.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true. You know what they call me? You know what my nickname when I used to fight was?
Elbows.
Ribbons, because I cut you to fucking ribbons.
Damn.
Fucking ribbons.
My
Ribbons.
elbows are so sharp, dude.
You know what I wanted to ask you about is that post you were talking about having the anxiety. Because being a creator, I
Yeah.
think we've been hanging out with YouTubers too and asking them this similar question. Always trying to up your content, and stressing and having anxiety about that. How do you deal
Yeah.
with it?
Well, the anxiety will come to all of us, and so will depression, and so will isolation, so will the feeling that you're no longer relevant or that you lost your power. So much of what we do is we define ourselves along very strong lines, especially if you're going for something. And I think what happens is that the hardest thing is being able to let go of all of it and shift gears, stay uncomfortable, get into, I think the answer to anxiety, and I think maybe the cause of anxiety might be in some way or another, you're not being truthful. You may not be being truthful about your relationship, about the job you're in, about the way you express yourself to certain people you look up to. And there's something about standing on your own 2 feet and just saying, this is who I am. It doesn't matter. And there's no way to get it right. Nobody has anything over you. Like I'm not smarter than a lot of the people in this room. I'm just older. I've made all the mistakes you're about to make. And so there's something about pattern recognition and something about understanding that when you are feeling sad or anxious or depressed or powerless or useless or like a failure, that if you sit in that for a while, it's a wonderful guide. It's a wonderful guide for how to not feel. And then you ask yourself, well, am I speaking to myself the right way? It's a huge one. Most of us have a primary question in our brain. And it's usually a question like, am I good enough? Am I lovable? Will I fail? It's not a very empowering question. And you should reprogram that fucking question.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think when you're sitting there and you feel like you're in the desert and you have nothing, you've got to ask yourself good questions. Good questions. What action do I have to take today to get out of this? Or what do I actually want? Start with that. Really get specific about that. Really. And I don't care if it's really a huge lofty goal. I don't like these long goals. 10 years is good, but I like 3 month, 1 month goals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get too crazy, man.
Yeah.
Work out 20 minutes a day, every other day. That's it. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Just move. And because one honest action will lead to the next. but make it honest. And you know what honest is. You don't have to ask that question. You know the difference between a lie and what's true. Just key into it. You know, and sometimes it's scary.
Even for you, because you have to be creative a lot with
All the time.
all your shit, all your content and shit. So what kind of things, like what kind of creativity routines do you have? Do you have any set ones like a writer does?
Well, the problem is you worry as a comic or anybody in the business of self-expression, you worry that you're going to repeat yourself. That you're still concerned with the same fucking old question that you're trying to answer as an artist, okay? But I think one of the ways to do it is to stay uncomfortable.
For the creativity,
yeah. So that's why I like stupid things like intermittent fasting, or I'm never missing a workout, staying elastic.
Church.
Do you do
Church is guy.
I was kidding.
I'm
Too
not
far,
a
too
religious
far.
guy, but I don't mind the guidance.
Yeah.
If you think about church or you think about any kind of religion, there are most religions. I don't care if it's Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, Islam,
Jehovah.
they encapsulate a great deal of self-restriction. Why? Why is it? Why is it that every religion doesn't say, go ahead and do as much porn as you want? Why? Well, I watch porn, so why am I allowed to criticize it? Am I being a hypocrite? Probably. But what I'm saying is that there are certain things that we kind of know are not going to be worth the struggle. There's going to be a price to pay.
Learn to experience, though.
You should learn to experience things, because that's the only way you know how to make a mistake. Sometimes you have to adjust at the price of pain.
Yes.
Right? So I'm not picking on porn or anything. I'm saying there is something interesting about any of the great mythologies that are still with us and going strong. They almost always encapsulate a great deal of self-restriction and ritual to celebrate self-restriction.
Oh.
You know, why?
Yes.
Why is that? I don't know. But as I get older, I think it works, because I think it opens up other channels, right? Because so much of that is like just a waste of energy. It's all energy. Like, you know, I think if you really look at greatness, it's people that just spend all their time doing that one thing.
Yeah.
They're just really good at not. They want that other stuff, but that other stuff is just energy that then they take and they channel
Did you listen
Put
to
it
the
in
Mr.
thing they
Beast
love.
podcast with Rogan by chance?
I did not.
You should listen to it.
I
That
will.
motherfucker's been obsessed. He's hyper obsessed with YouTube since he was like 11 years old. And
He's
look
the
what he's
biggest YouTuber.
created.
There you go. Yeah, I know. He
Just
gives money
hyper
away.
obsessed
Wow.
with YouTube. But that reminded me that he just doesn't fuck with anything else.
Yeah, I
And
don't think
he
anybody's
loves
different.
it. He's not
Yeah.
doing it for a certain reason. He fucking loves it.
Yeah.
He'd have done it for free.
Young people should read Outliers and another book called Culture Code and Talent Code. Read the Talent Code and Outliers. If anybody who's young, because Malcolm McDowell in Outliers looks at the greatest people. So like the Beatles, what made them great? What made Mozart great? It was
Drugs.
the old 10,000 hour things. But they would perform 5 hours a night, the Beatles, every night. Nobody does that.
Fuck.
When you do that much training, when it's all you do, it's like the Book of Five Rings with Miyamoto Musashi, where practicing just drawing your sword over and over again until it does it. You don't have to do it. That deep mastery. And the talent code's another thing. He looks at the most successful coaches in the world, Dan Coyle, most successful coaches of all time, from violin to fucking tennis to whatever. In fact, I think maybe maybe there was a fighter, maybe Eddie Futch. Anyway, the greatest coaches, he kept meeting the same person over and over again. You know, Popovich, who led the Phoenix Suns to the, you know, more wins than anybody else, right? No, Antonio, no, Popovich. Spurs, I meant. That's right. But he does a study on Popovich and how, you know, just excellence and what deep practice is all about.
But so do you have a set aside day to where you're like, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to try to think of some new stuff, or is it just kind of on the fly?
Morning.
You sit down and do something?
No, yeah, I don't. Sometimes I sit and write. Other times I daydream. I have to be alone, though.
Creativity comes from a quiet mind, I've heard.
It does, and being alone.
Yeah.
Solitary. Being in solitude is important.
I have a nice little spot outside. I go on there, go outside, sit on my couch, throw on like a 20-minute XPT or Aura Ring has good meditations or breath work. But I feel like if I'm dealing with anxiety, it's because my mind's busy. Whether it's busy in a good way, I'm thinking about business. It's a good busy, but still I have that anxiety, and I don't want that anxiety. It's 5 p.m. on a Friday night. I want to feel good. Sometimes it takes, 10, 20 minutes of breathing to quiet the mind, and that's, a nice little reset. But the thing with that is, like, you're going to have to do it every day. It's not like, okay, I'm going to breathe for 20 minutes. I'm going to feel good for this week. It's something you got to do every single day. It always comes back for me to the breath and being in control of your breath and feeling your inhales and exhales and just taking that time to actually sit outside by yourself and breathing. It's such a fucking easy thing to do. 20 minutes breathing.
Well, it's not easy.
Breathing.
It's simple though.
It's simple, but we just don't do it. I'll surf Instagram. I'll look on TikTok. I'll look on YouTube. I'll do everything before that. I do a good job now, and I could do way better at still setting that time out every day to just fucking just breathe.
I've watched you do it in fights.
In
I
camp.
saw you close your eyes and went.
Yeah, I just fucking
damn.
just feel like that's the calmest I ever feel in my life is in the octagon.
Really?
Yeah, because
Really?
I know I have to be in that moment, quiet, just ready to kill, calm. It's easier to be like that in that moment because I'm fighting for my life rather than I'm out of my house. It's a Friday night. I could be surfing. I could do whatever I want. So it's harder for me to actually be just calm.
Right.
Being able to notice that internal talk though, dude. That's what most people just don't even have a fucking idea about.
Yeah.
It's just knowing what's going on in their brain.
That's so important. Learning how to speak to yourself. It's so fucking important, man. And I don't know why we don't. I'm such a dick to myself. Still.
Are you?
I'm such a dick to myself. I really am.
Even after you do tough things, though, and you have that internal talk that makes you want to quit, and you don't quit. That always, like with the cold plunge, with our hard fucking grappling sessions, it goes through your mind like, I kind of want to quit, but then you counter it and you keep doing it. And then after those sessions, it's like, I'm a bad motherfucker. I don't really have that negative talk.
No, I think that's the beauty of doing your job. I mean, that's what's beautiful about. It's like if you want to deal with anxiety, I mean, really, it's because you're not doing what you're supposed to. If I'm not, the reason I get stressed and anxious and I'm a shithead to be around is I'm not fucking writing. I'm not being as good as I know I can be.
Boom.
I'm not I'm not sitting down, like you say, and that's a lot of what writing is, dude. I sit down sometimes and I don't do anything. I put my hands in my lap and I just sit and wait for something to happen. And then you get excited because you get an idea. You can't quit then. You got to sit in the cut even longer and let it keep moving, because a lot of times your brain is going to wander and you're going to just kind of find yourself wanting to give up because you thought it was an idea, but it's not an idea. No, you got to sit. You got to sit in it, man.
Dude, writing, people who sit down and write books is so fucking impressive. That's got to be one of the hardest things.
You're coming out with something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And you have to surprise yourself. The only way to surprise an audience is surprise yourself. So you have to come up with thoughts. It's a process of discovery. That's why it takes some people 10 years to write a book. It's such an act of faith. Like when like Junot Diaz, who wrote The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, like it took him 10 years, dude. It's about a family in Dominican
story?
Republic. Yes.
It took him 10
it's
years.
based on a real, like on what happened under the dictatorship of Trujillo in Dominican Republic. And it's 4 generations of what a terrible leader can do to a family. But dude, 10 years, like you write for 10 years, you don't even know if anybody's going to read your book. 10 years of work, bro.
That's just fucking insane.
I mean, it's almost like you have to write it because it's in you.
Yeah.
The other thing about writing is that like maybe it already exists in you or out there. It's already done. There's a lot of writers talk this way. So do a lot of mathematicians. It's already there. Like the equation, the story is there. It's already there. The championship belt is there for you. It's already there. It's a question of whether or not you can be the channel to download the information and express it in the ring, on a piece of paper, on a tapestry, or on a guitar. But it already exists. It's that's where you see a lot of really artistic people start merging with spirituality, with the notion of religion, with the notion that all of it has already been written. And so, that's why people like Flannery O'Connor was like, I don't write. I just sit at my typewriter in case something happens. Stephen Pressfield says that too. He's like, I show up every day. Somerset Maugham, another great writer, he's like, the muse hits me at 5:30 in the morning, motherfucker. I sit down and it's my homage to the gods. It's like, I'm always like, hey, first of all, thank you for giving me the wiring to maybe channel the story that I know exists. That's the other problem. That's the other fucking thing that nags at you as a human being. Like, what the fuck are you? Why are you why are you in this wrestling thing? Because in your mind, you know that there's the best wrestler that exists that you haven't realized yet. There's the best fighter that exists. For me, it's the best comic that exists. It's like there's something that, and I know. Why do I know that? Well, I've seen it in my mind's eye. Not completely, but I've seen. It's almost like I've seen the shadow of it. I've heard it clearing its throat in the other fucking room. So it keeps bothering me because I know it's over there. And the only way I'm going to get him to come over here is to be still, wait for it to manifest itself. But God, it's a fucking act of faith. Because what if it sucks?
Yeah.
What if what if my best effort is laughed at? And that's the other thing. That's why I can't stand when people criticize people who do it all and put it all in there. That's why the cage is beautiful.
Being vulnerable, dude.
Dude.
That's why. That's a lot too. Why I like big grappling terms, ADCC, IBJJF World Championships. Guys aren't doing it for like the money or the clout you get from it. They're doing it because they just want to be the best grappler, and they love grappling, and they love going to practice, and love improving, and just fucking love it. That's why I like a lot of the grappling terms.
Well,
fighting isn't so much like that. There's a lot of people that fight for different reasons.
Yeah.
To be
grappling
cool.
seems like such a pure art form.
Yeah.
It's chess.
Usually in grappling, the best man wins. You don't really get lucky.
Yeah.
And if they're too high level motherfuckers, like that's gonna be a close match, but you don't ever get lucky in grappling. You just don't.
Yeah, you could have some guy off the streets, never fought in his life. He's got some explosive fucking hooks and knock out a skilled fighter.
Right.
That's not going to happen in grappling.
Right.
Unless you went against
someone
him.
like
I feel like
you have
catch
that
him in a
kung fu
guillotine.
shit. You have that kung fu
No,
shit.
I'm just water, dude.
You
I'm
are. You
water,
flow.
And I just disappear, bro. That's why my nickname is the Coast.
I thought it was
you know?
Ribbons.
Huh? If I'm striking,
Makes
if I'm
sense.
striking,
The Ghost.
they also they call me the Shadow because you
Yeah.
shadow boxing when you fight. You shadow box.
I've heard your shadow actually beat you.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Can I be honest? Not to be a dick, but if I'm really grappling, like when in the grappling circles, like the underground circles that I fucking I'm not even
Gordon
allowed to
Ryan
talk
shit.
about, but yeah. You know what they call me?
Whistles.
No. Backpack.
Damn.
Sorry to say that.
I've heard people mention backpack. I didn't know. Like, who the fuck is this guy? That's you. That's backpack.
Well, they don't see my face, Bubba, because they get behind you so
that makes
quickly.
sense.
So they call me the backpack. You know what I mean?
Do you do much
interesting.
keeping up with the
Kardashians?
Ukrainian war and
Oh.
shit? They said
I do.
They said they've tried to murder the Ukrainian leader 3 times. They've tried to execute him. Exactly. Fucking maybe.
Or maybe
No, I know.
Maybe that's Zelensky.
Well,
Maybe that's I don't believe anything that comes out of there from anywhere.
dude, Kyle Kingsbury had this post of this guy that was in Ukraine saying, "Hey, this is where the media is saying all these bombings are happening and shit," and there's not.
Dude, I don't even think that our listeners would give a fuck about that. And if they do, they don't want to hear it here.
Really?
Maybe.
Ukraine. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're just like, dude, I'm so sick of hearing about the fucking Ukraine war. I want to laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make fun of it then.
Putin fuck sucks.
Oh,
Sorry.
Don't go there.
Hey, what the fuck,
Sorry,
dude?
dude.
Oh,
You like
shit.
Putin?
Hey, what
You
the hell
fuck
is this?
Putin.
I'm from Russia, and I can tell you. Sorry, I'm from Russia.
Sorry.
Like you find out I actually work for Putin, and I just pull my fucking.
And I go,
fucking
Whoa.
Putin.
You start tossing people judo
I'm
style.
kidding. I'm a lot taller than he is.
That's true.
Imagine how protected those motherfuckers are.
Did you see the
right
table
now.
he was
Like-
sitting at?
Like, what's his?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how does he get around? Where is he sitting? What does he?
The
beating
table he's
off,
sitting
or-
at, it's like this, and it's like all the way down past Schmitty, and the other people are over there because he's so worried about getting
That's
killed from the inside.
insane.
I was listening to Rogan. And,
Putin is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if he gets
That's there's a long history in Russia of that happening. In
If
one
we
way
need
or
to go,
another,
we need to go, boys.
if Putin wants to meet me, I'll
Captain.
take him out.
Captain.
If it's I'll have to get tortured and suffer in Russia, but I'll take him out for
will?
the people.
Dude, that's fucking impressive.
I
I
say
thought
that,
it was
but
funny
I
when
don't
you guys
know.
on the companion with Schwab, Chris, and Chris, saying if you three were on an island, who would be the leader?
Fuck. Schwab and all. But I'd cut his throat when he was sleeping.
But
Yeah.
so is Schwab the most rational with decisions and the more,
Or just
no,
the most
Schwab.
physical.
Schwab.
or would he be your guys' worker?
Well, Brendan's probably a lot more sensitive than I am. So Daddy might be the ultimate leader.
You're the Putin.
I know how to catch a fish with my bare hands.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
I
animals are drawn to me. And my speed, my viper quick hands, I catch sparrows from the sky.
And you sleep with your eyes open.
I do. So at the end of the day, he's my bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
That's
no, I think Brendan, on an island, the biggest, strongest guy usually kind of ends up.
I wouldn't want to be on an island. You know what I mean?
No.
I'd just say no. I don't want to.
Or
do
is
that.
it the smaller guy that's making the smart decisions and makes the bigger guy? do the
Big
shit?
guy needs, the problem is big guys need more food.
Yeah.
Daddy can live on a cup of rice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not me.
Shrink my tummy. You and I'd be fine.
I'm a big dude.
You are a big
I'm
dude.
a big deal.
No,
I'm
you are a
dude.
big dude. I felt your back. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, I've been.
You
lifting
weighing
a lot.
what right now?
I'm 156. Actually, I've been lighter. Surprisingly.
Yeah, but you feel
I feel strong.
Feel strong.
Been I've been doing physical therapy a lot, so I've been lifting like 4 or 5 times a week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After
What's
this,
going
lock
on,
up them
Bill?
over unders, and so you can see.
We
who's
did.
getting strong.
We locked up.
Yeah, we locked up. I felt
I had quadricep tendonitis in my knee.
Quadricep tendonitis.
Yeah.
Tendonitis.
Just an overuse of the knee. I had 3 training camps last year. It was on my knee a lot, and but it feels good now.
Good.
Yeah.
The knee you push off on?
I push off on both.
Okay.
I have 2 gas pedals, no brake.
No, I know that. I know the way you move, bro. I know the way you move. Yeah. You move. You phantom.
Fuck, it's good to see Chris making a comeback. On
Delilah?
on the tube.
Selling 5,000 tickets. He's just crushing.
We still haven't met
Yeah.
it.
Fucking awesome.
You haven't?
No.
The next time he comes to Arizona, I will. Well, he'll do what I say.
Yeah, no, he's your bitch.
Yeah.
I get that.
So,
You guys ever tussled?
listen to me. Listen to me right now. You put me in a coma for 10 years.
Okay.
Everything
you'd be what,
shrinks
43?
up. Everything shrinks up. I come out a piece of wood. You wake me up. You wake me up from that coma.
And you're still fucking him up.
And you have a mat at the bedside. You have a mat in that hospital room.
And you
all
fuck
right?
him up.
And you trained Chris for 10 years. And
Okay.
I want him warm. I want him strong. And I want you to juice him up even. All right? And you teach him everything you know, Bubba. Everything you know. And you know a lot. You wake me up. I don't want a glass of water. You know what? Let me wet my tongue. Let me wet my tongue
Wet your
a
tongue.
little bit. Let me wet my tongue. That's
And
all
a
I'm
rimmer
asking.
or no?
Huh?
And a rimmer? Or just
No,
wet tongue?
no. Just let me wet my tongue.
Okay.
Just give me a little little hamster suck. You know that thing you put in a hamster thing?
Yeah.
Suck on it? Yeah.
Like that, just to wet my beak a little bit. And then you throw me on that mat. And you put all your fucking money, and I mean all your money on Daddy, okay? All your money on me.
So is that saying Chris is that big of a
It's not a lot,
bitch? Or are you saying that's how just like good you
I
are?
don't. You do the math, bro.
I would
You
love
do
to
the
see
math.
them square up.
I dropped
a
out.
1 10-minute round right now on the mats.
I sent Chris a text recently out of the blue. Let me see if I can find it.
And he still hasn't replied.
No, he replies,
Oh.
but in fact, the other day I called him and he didn't answer, and I just got and instead I got a text that said, "Nah, piece of shit," just like so disrespectful.
Does he ever send you selfies?
Oh fuck! I erased it. I just said to him, I said, when chaos hits, you do what I want. You follow me. You put your index finger in my belt loop.
That's good.
And you follow me around. That's all I said to him. That was how I.
Said
that's
no.
how I. That was the message I left him that morning. And then he goes, "Hey, fuck you," and that was it. So
Damn.
I would, boys. You know what I would like to see. Jake Paul keeps going off about Conor fighting him in MMA.
Oof. Or Jorge. He said Conor or Jorge, and he asked Dana.
Jorge would not be good for him. I feel like.
I really respect that kid though.
Jake.
I
fuck
do.
yeah.
100%.
Because he gets in the ring and bangs. And like, I don't care what anybody says,
My
man.
shit
He
bang.
gets in there and starts fighting. God, Tyron Woodley can hit. Like, I mean, I know he's not a boxer and maybe he didn't train that much, and I'm glad he got paid. But I mean,
I think he
Jake
did train a
Paul,
lot.
Maybe.
I think he did.
I just think Jake will probably find himself, and I think he knows this. He's boxing real guys in the gym, so he probably knows exactly where he is in the pecking
Or
order.
his trainer knows.
You
too,
know,
yeah.
you got a sense right away with boxing, but I think he's been very smart, very fucking smart about this, and it's exciting. And I watch everything, but I'd love to see him fight Jorge Masvidal.
The thing most surprising is like in those big fucking moments when there's 20,000 people yelling at you, there's all this build up. He still stays calm.
Yeah.
And he hasn't fought that much. And that's the impressive part to me about it. But I think with Conor, if he fought him MMA, Conor would be teep kicking the fuck out of him, taking time. I don't know.
He
It'd be
doesn't,
sick.
he doesn't want to fight Conor in MMA.
He does.
MMA?
He said Dana
MMA.
White sign a 1 contract deal. I will fight Conor McGregor or Jorge Masvidal in MMA.
In MMA?
In the
MMA.
UFC.
He'd
In
be
the
in,
UFC.
it'd be a bad idea.
The thing is Connor's
get-
not going to, I mean, maybe wrestle him, take him out. Jake knows how to wrestle a little bit. Connor's
Connor's
not
not going to take him down.
Conor can
No.
fucking box, man. Conor will.
Dude,
Conor,
I know, but Jake's a lot big. Well, maybe not now.
Yeah.
Fuck, they're probably similar, actually.
Dude,
no. Jake's got a much bigger frame and he's taller.
Connor
but-
looks like a turtle.
yeah, but
now.
if Conor grabs him, look, Conor's a way better wrestler than people think. I mean, he did very well against a guy named Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Habib.
You know, he's no joke, man.
Conor comes out there with that more karate bouncy stance on Jake too.
Oh, that'd be so fucking
That'd be
sick.
fucking-
MMA is a different sport. Jake wants to fight Jorge Masvidal in MMA.
MMA.
I hope
I mean,
Dana's
look,
like,
I
you know
really
what? Let's
admire
fucking
his
do it.
balls.
It'll be huge.
And then Jake said, if I lose, I will never talk about the UFC ever again. And if I win, I will donate all my money to every fighter that gets paid under 50 grand.
Well, let him. I love this kid. I fucking love this guy.
Fuck him.
Let him fight him.
You know what I mean?
Let Jorge make even more money, who I love, and then
You'd rather see Jorge or Conor fight Jake?
Jorge or Conor
Fight Jake
in MMA.
in MMA.
In the
Probably
UFC.
Jorge because he's bigger, and I don't know. I mean, Jesus, I don't know.
Conor's pretty jacked up these days.
Connor's very jacked.
He's looking 190-ish.
Could
probably
you
is.
fucking imagine Jake sleeps either of them? Could you
I'll
imagine?
build a fucking shrine in my living room.
My goal is to be the biggest combat sports athlete of all time. If Jake did that to Conor, I would have some tough shoes to fill. I'd have to go knock out Francis or something.
Yeah.
And does Dana
Yes, you
know,
would.
like,
Is that a
there's
possibility?
a possibility with those little gloves because the kid's got a right hand on
Of course there is. But I saw something. Look,
know.
I think Jake is very smart, and I think he's smart to be saying all this. I think he probably knows though that the smart money is on. Oh, I don't know. 2 of the best to have done it. You know, you got to remember though. Connor's a very small guy. Connor's 5'9", 165. Naturally.
He's 190. Yeah, he's 190 right now.
Well, yeah, I don't know what's going on. In
He's
that.
huge.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there, but yeah, he looks like a different person.
yeah.
But again, I mean, I don't know what that does to your wind. That's
Yeah.
a lot of muscle.
You
to
think
feed.
Dana would be like, maybe we should do this. This motherfucker is going to pull in big
I think
numbers,
Dana is
dude.
also saying though there's a difference between sport and spectacle,
Yeah.
right? And so, I think
He let CM Punk fight.
Yeah.
yeah, and then we saw what happened.
Yeah. But Jake's obviously got more experience than CM Punk. I don't know.
Well,
I'd
Brock,
watch.
but he let Brock Lesnar fight too. And yes, Brock was a wrestler before, but
Yeah.
still, it's still a
Brock's a
spectacle.
monster though.
They have those every once in a while,
I mean,
dude.
a
They got those fights every once in a while. I don't see why not.
And Dana's like, okay, how many pay-per-views would that sell?
A milli for sure.
Probably 2 milli, dude. Jake
Yeah.
versus Conor.
Yeah, 2 million.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, fuck. That
I
got me
think that
horny.
but I think there's a big risk.
For
Dana.
Yeah, for Dana.
That's the thing. That's
because
the thing.
it's a real diss to the UFC.
yeah.
And then what I would do with Dana is I'd go, okay, here's the deal, motherfucker. If you win, then you got to fight Colby Covington. See what happens.
Yeah.
See how that works.
yeah,
out for
but
you.
then see the risk and the reward might not be worth it for Dana.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's not easy to have a job like his. It's
Oh, fuck.
But the thing is I wonder what if he says no, we'll do Izzy versus Jake.
you know what Izzy would do.
I know, no, I'm
Izzy,
not saying.
Izzy against. You know what Izzy would do to Jake? Jake wouldn't take that fight.
Yeah,
No.
no. But
mean,
that's
Izzy-
what I
Izzy
bet
would be
Dana's
like,
more
"Ooh."
comfortable being like, okay. I'll take it.
give Jake Kamaru Usman. This would be a bad situation. Yeah, that's not fair to Jake. We're not being fair to Jake. I mean,
well,
No,
that's
no.
why Jake called those 2 out.
Yeah,
but that's
maybe.
listen, those guys are no joke. I mean,
Not
that's
at all.
ballsy. He may be bigger, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, Jorge Masvidal is.
He's a motherfucker.
I mean,
dude.
he's a motherfucker.
George Hay is crazy.
Now Jorge might be, it's almost like he's fought for so long, and he's becoming really famous, and he's wealthy, which is all beautiful. I think sometimes it's like I would imagine fighting becomes more of a job and less of a
Passion.
passion.
100%.
And I don't think anybody should be faulted for that. But I don't like seeing a guy like Jorge Masvidal. He didn't take any damage really against this Colby thing, so I'm just happy about that. But I just don't like seeing somebody like that. I don't want to see him lose that extra step, lose that sort of feel for the game, lose that interest in
Who else is Jorge going to fight?
Get KO'd 4 times.
Yeah, I
or
don't wanna
Jorge
see
versus
that.
Conor.
Jorge
Winner fights
versus
Jake.
Nick Diaz, dude. I think
That's the best
big
fight to
one.
make. That's the best
Nick
fight.
Again, I
Diaz.
don't think Nick wants to fight anymore.
No, he fought
And
for
I don't
money.
think
last
Nate
time.
wants to fight anymore.
Nate
Yeah.
wants his one. He keeps saying
For
according-
money. I mean, I get it. But
Well, he has one fight on his contract. He probably wants to fight that out and then go do something crazy for crazy amount of money. Did you see Kevin Lee made twice as much money in Habib's than he did in
no,
the UFC last fight?
good for
I
him.
think he's making 100 or something.
Well, I think his last fight he made 125,000 in the UFC. Must have lost, and then this fight he made
tough.
225.
Boom.
Good. I mean, good.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad those guys.
We didn't even talk about that fight. I mean, I didn't watch it, but Diego Sanchez, I watched a little bit of highlights. First kick came out, backed up, threw a hard leg kick.
Left kick into his left inside.
No, right outside leg kick. Tore his ACL. Just fucked his knee
Wait.
the whole fight.
Who
Kevin Lee versus Diego Sanchez fought.
Kevin Lee tore.
No, Diego tore Kevin Lee's first leg kick of the fight.
No.
Ended up going all 3 rounds,
And did he beat him?
and Kevin won. But I mean, I seen the highlights a couple times. He had like step backs, knee would give out.
Were they scrambling, wrestling after he blew it out?
It's so fucked.
No, like it. You just have to
It's
see. It
so
sucks.
fucked
I
up
don't
he
like seeing
fucked
it.
his knee up though.
Yeah, I mean, and
So
he's
what is that? Is that a year rehab?
probably it sucks because you win your fight, you're feeling good. It's like, but now I got to deal with this fucking rehab. Who knows when I can fight again?
Yeah.
Such a hard
And he's getting
sport.
all the shit from people for not finishing Diego.
It's
Diego's a
such
motherfucker, dude.
I'm trying to think of someone who made Diego look easy. I don't think there's many.
And
people.
Diego is like I think of the Aztec warriors or something
Yeah.
like that guy is. I mean, what a samurai! What a
Yeah.
fucking like unbelievable samurai! I don't even know what to say. How long has he been fighting?
20 plus, right?
It's
He was
the
on the
craziest
first
shit.
Ultimate Fighter.
He's 40 something. 40.
Come on,
Look at this.
it's so
Oh, that was the
crazy.
kick right there. And you can rewind that real quick. So I want Tim to see. It was the first kick of the fight. Backed
dude.
up.
Whipped a right.
Look at him.
kick. Oh.
Boom. Shot. Tore his leg.
That's what it did? That's a hell of a
And then he
kick.
lands a bunch
Look
after.
at him! Look at him! Oh no!
He lands more after. It's
Oh
fucked.
fuck, dude!
Dude, should we talk about the UFC fights that happened last night?
Yeah. Ouch! Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I missed them all.
Man.
I didn't see any of them. But
Look
there
at
were some good
Diego.
matches on the card. I want to rewatch the Terrence McKinney versus Drew Dober.
I heard it was insane.
I guess it was crazy.
I seen the knee that Terrence McKinney landed. A beautiful southpaw left knee up the middle, landed on his temple, dropped him in the first round. I guess dropped him like 3 or 4 times, and then Drew Dober subbed him at the end of the first.
The Terrence kid wanted to come train and live here and train with us.
That'd be sick.
But I think he wanted to live
With
at
you.
my place. So I was like, we're
fuck
kind of
Ryan.
full right now. So
Yeah, Sadiq Youssef versus Alex Caceres. Alex
How did
Caceres,
Alex do?
25th UFC fight. He
Wow.
looked good. Sadiq looks just stronger and looked just
Yeah.
more. He was landing harder punches. Alex looked good though.
Alex is a vegan. He's
Alex-
been a vegan for years.
You can kind of see in it, like,
well, you can see in certain positions where he's lacking a little bit of horsepower.
because he almost
He
took his
reminds me
back.
a little of you.
Yeah, well, you
Like
have
his style.
Yeah,
and,
just kind of flowy, long style. But it was a pretty good scrap. And then Song Yadong knocked out Marlon Moraes in the first round. I think
That's
Marlon's on a
fucking
4 or
crazy.
5 fight losing streak.
Dude,
to
that's-
bad motherfuckers, but still
sucks.
didn't watch the main event. Go scroll down a little bit.
Magomed.
I want on the Marlon song though. I wonder what his coaches say about that fight. Like, okay, we're on 4-fight TKO KO streak.
No, you guys want to fight Song?
Let's think. Let's fucking think a little bit with our brains.
I don't know if they get a choice. I think that what happens is they get paired up.
Scroll
and
down a little more.
You don't have a choice.
And, yeah, and you
Like
and
the
then
UFC goes, "This is your fight," and you're like, "Yeah," but they're like, "But we could cut you."
if you don't want it, you don't get paid.
that's it.
Yeah.
Alex Pereira, the guy that knocked out Izzy, fought Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva's a motherfucker. Decent. I watched a little bit of it. Alex is a crazy kickboxer. He called out Jared Cannonier.
Long arm.
But Cannonier's
Cannonier's
gonna fight
him.
Izzy.
I want to be built like Cannonier, please.
I thought you were Cannonier.
Dude, Cannonier,
yeah.
he's like, I'm on a binge right now because I had him on my podcast this last week, and he's like, I'm on a binge right now.
Eating?
I'm probably 205, 210, but still abs.
Just
Yeah,
shredded.
yeah.
pulsating
He used to be
abs.
fat. Remember that? when he got in that
over
UFC?
300. He started MMA at 25 years old. Day
Come
one.
on.
Hey, no experience
That's so
wrestling.
weird.
No experience striking.
What an
he walked
athlete.
in 300 pounds and put on a gi, and he's like, whoa.
What a fucking athlete.
And he's a
25,
cool
bro.
motherfucker, like a good dude.
I'm sure he
Good
is.
dude.
What a bad motherfucker.
Go to the prelim.
At 25 he started? Can you
Yep.
imagine?
Dude, I get so many people every
That's a
fucking time I stream. Hey, I'm 19. Am I too young to start? Hey, I'm 18. I'm 13. Am I too young to start? I mean, too old. I'm like, Jesus
Definitely
Christ. Your girl
When did you
Jillian
start?
lost.
How old were you?
I started kickboxing when I was 16.
Really?
But
Did you have a knack for it right away?
Dude, I think some people have just some people can sing. Some
Yeah.
people can fucking dance.
Yeah.
I
Me?
can just
All
fight.
mine
It's an
with all
instinct that I have that I feel like it's just
Yeah, you can fight. Plus, you have that athleticism. That's
Yeah.
what people do. Some
Yeah,
people
you're
don't have
athletic.
both.
yeah.
So you just had it? You right away? You just felt
I just
it?
had it, dude. And I don't know if it was just like I just happened to be training with people that were way worse than me, and I got this self confidence that I was way better than I really was, and I just was.
Oh, dude, that thing I told you guys about, I went to Haley Strategics. What is that what it's called?
Oh,
Haley
yeah,
Strategics,
yeah. That
bro.
looks sick.
This guy, Travis Haley, he was the Blackwater sniper. There's videos, like the first video to go viral of him taken out with an M16. I think the embassy got run by 1,500 insurgents, and he was up on the thing for 2 days taking dudes out, and he held off an insurgency, like he and 6 other dudes. He's a
So he just
complete badass.
killed a lot of people?
Yeah, he was a recon Marine, and then went on to do other shit like in the CIA. I don't know what the fuck he did. He's one of those guys, one of those dudes who
Who has some stories?
up close and personal, a real dude, you know. And he has this thing right in Arizona. Don't go because you'll get addicted. I sent it to Rogan. I sent the fucking videos that I was doing. So you get in there, you get into it's screens. You have a gun. It's air. It gives you kick because it's air. It's
No bullets.
CO2. No, but CO2. But it's lasered perfectly. So when you aim, and then. Oh, I'm sorry. You also wear a fucking electric taser on your back. So if you get shot, and they put it up to the highest one for 2.5 seconds.
That's so funny.
So, dude, your heart rate, and then you're seeing people are screaming. There's an active shooter scenario.
Do you have headphones or is it?
No, dude.
Okay.
You're just surrounded. I gotta show. Here, I'm gonna send
I
you
watched
the
the video.
Yeah, I got it. I'll send it.
Oh, okay, I gotta.
You
I gotta
try to
post
tough
the
it out
video.
when you get shot.
Did you
Send him
click on the
one where I
video at
get
all?
fucked up. Yeah.
Dude, the screens around you and it changes environments.
Oh,
You can be in a
dude.
school. You can be in a desert.
Dude, but I did well. I fucked up some dudes. I was just so but then finally this fucking girl, she was like, "Don't shoot." I'm like, "All right, she's a gal." I'm like that. What's that? Goose.
She shot you?
Yeah, I still killed her though. I got it.
After-
And yeah.
But what if there was like a hot chick on there and like I was horned
If you got a
up and I
gun, you're
wanted to fuck
fucking
her?
going down, bro. That's
Okay.
all I know.
Will they be mad at Sean if he's holding his gun sideways?
You can't
'Cause
hold
he
your
does
gun
that.
shot. I need you fucking.
I can't do that.
I need you here, and I need both your eyes open.
I'm
all right,
gangsta.
dude? And there's a whole point.
I'm gangsta.
The whole
He
fuck.
goes,
Dude, I lean forward, right there.
damn, them shoulders. That was like a.
You stay quiet in the garden, and this is how I fucking
Glutes
take
forward
it.
or no?
Damn.
What, dude?
Are your glutes?
forward
Are your
or-
glutes like?
Don't notice him, bro. Don't
talking
notice
core.
him. Guess what? Already
Damn.
dead. Already dead in my mind. Already dead in my
We gotta
mind.
go do that.
Can I
then.
listen to 6ix9ine when I'm playing? Sonny shots.
If
I tell it.
you want to go, I'll set it up.
Don't
I'll set it up with
ride, leave it
Travis.
to the
Let's
double
go.
dick down
You'll
twist sister.
love-
That's fucking sweet.
It's crazy, dude.
It's fucking sweet. But
get good.
dude, that's
That's
perfect,
better.
boys. We're at 120.
Kyle and Brian.
Put your hand in mine, sir. Put your hand in mine. My hands are bigger than yours.
Left
Doesn't
hand.
matter. Jesus. Sean, you got a hand on you. Sean's got hands and cock on him and an ass.
Yeah, give me
My
another
favorite
try.
things. Oh, you poor thing. Dude.
Poor thing.
Dude, look at your tiny little hand. Bro.
They have muscles
Fuck,
on his
man.
hands
What,
though.
do you wear mitts? Do you mittens?
Do you wear mittens?
You fucking got to stop binding your hands, dude.
I know.
When do you fly out? Are we done?
Literally. When I want.
No shit.
Yeah, my jet's probably fucking. Let me see.
parking lot.
Let me see if my chopper. I take an Uber chopper here. They're fucking late.
All right, boys. That's episode 180. We're out. Peace.
Peace.